What's up, fishy friends? Welcome to Tim's School of Fish, and class is in session. I'm excited because today we are going to do a gin knife kit. We are going to build one of these gin knives. I'm sure that you have seen these online. These are super cool, and I am really excited to do this today. Full disclosure, they sent this to me for review, but you guys know me. I am going to give you an honest review. I'm going to tell you what I think about the packaging, the instructions, the materials, and the overall kit, and I will tell you exactly what I think this is good for and who I think this is good for. But before we do that, just a quick announcement. Don't forget that Just the Tip live stream is tonight here on my channel. That is at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. East. We are going to have Andy Armstrong from ROSECRAFT Blades on the show. It's always a great time when he's on the show, so you guys make sure to tune in and we will see you there. But today, the gin knife kit. So without further ado, let's get this camera turned around and take a closer look. Alright, so this is a gin build your own knife kit. You guys have probably seen some reviews of this or maybe seen these on Amazon. There's a bunch of different models, different versions, different kits you can do. I will link them down below if you want to go check them out. Pick one up for yourself. They even have kits for kids that don't have a sharpened edge on them, so I think that's really cool. This one, however, comes with a D2 blade that is sharpened, so not only are you getting the kit, you're actually getting a pretty good knife out of it. So comes in this box here. On one side it's red, it says gin, build your own knife. On the other side, same thing, but blue. And on the side here, we do have a warning that says, this is a real knife, keep away from children. It does have a sharpened edge. All right, when you open the box, you're gonna have your scales, you're gonna have your blade there. Underneath it, you are going to have a little box that has all the screws and standoffs and everything you need, as well as your instructions. So let's get all of this laid out and put this bad boy together. All right, so in our kit here, we're going to have our instruction booklet. We are going to have our left side liner and scale, our right side liner and scale. Of course, we've got our blade. It even comes with a cleaning cloth. It comes with some pivot lube. We've got 6 liner and scale screws. We've got our pivot cap and screw. We've got our stop pin, our 2 standoffs. We've got our pocket clip pin. We've got our 2 bearings there. We've got our pocket clip. We've got our back spacer, and we've even got a T6 screwdriver and a T8 screwdriver. So everything we need right here in this kit to build this knife. So let's get to it. The instructions here tell you everything that's included. So step 1 here says place the right side liner in the right scale. Add the 2 frame inserts, or our standoffs there. Use the T6 screwdriver to tighten them with the number 12 screws and insert the pivot. So let's do that. All right, so I've got our right side scale here. We're going to put the right side liner there on the scale. We're going to take 1 standoff. Just hold that down with my finger. Get one of our T6 screws. These screwdrivers do come magnetized, so that's a nice touch. Makes it a little bit easier. All right, just going to tighten that down. Tighten that one in and get it snug. Now this is a D-shaped pivot, and we have the flat side there on the bottom, so we will just slide that in like there. Simple enough. Step 2 says insert a ceramic bearing over the pivot, then apply a drop of knife oil on the ceramic bearing and the detent ball. Put stop pin number 9 and back spacer in their space. So let's do that. I'm going to cheat just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put that pivot lube on there ahead of time and just roll it around in my fingers a little bit and then put that. So then we've got our back spacer here. our stop pin will go right here. Step 3 says place the D2 blade over the pivot in the slightly open position as shown. Add another ceramic bearing over the pivot and then apply a drop of knife oil. We're going to leave this little cover on the blade. That's also a very nice touch to prevent you from getting cut. We're going to take our other bearing. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of oil on there before I place it down, just to avoid a mess. Step number 4 says place the left liner and the left scale on, and then put all the screws in their holes and tighten. Adjust the pivot tightness to make a centered blade as well as suit your personal preference. We've got the liner, got our scale, then we will put our standoff scale screw here, back spacer. We will put the other back spacer standoff screw in place. We will take our pivot screw. This one is T8, and they do give us a T8 screwdriver. Snug that down. And then our last step, assemble the pocket clip with screws number 12. So we are going to flip it over and set this up for right-handed carry, tip up. I'm going to go ahead and drop the screws down into the clip because I find it to be easier. And then we will just snug those in place. It looks like they gave us 2 extra screws there, so that's nice. So now let's just go around, snug everything up, make sure everything's in there tightly. Then I'm going to go in here and I am going to snug down the pivot until we are centered. And then I will test the action and adjust the pivot. Woo-wee! Comes with a nice little cleaning cloth. So let me wipe this oil off of here. That is a good looking knife, my friends. This one is a liner lock. We've got a nice lockup, about 35%. Outstanding action on that. Blade is dead nut centered. Nice flipper tab here. Pow! Look at that. That is a nice looking blade. We've got a satin finish on there. On this side it says Gin. On the other side it says D2, which is our blade steel. We've got a nice deep carry pocket clip, deep-ish. You're only going to have that little bit out of your pocket. But look at the action on this bad boy. Come on, so this comes in right at around $32. Now, I think this is perfect for someone who might be a new knife enthusiast. Not only are you going to get this kit, and that's going to teach them how a basic folding knife is put together, but they're also going to get a pretty darn good knife out of it. We've got some jimping on the spine there. No hot spots, no warm spots. It's comfortable in a saber grip, comfortable in a hammer grip. Reverse grip feels great. Gas station stabby grip. Nice full-size knife here. It comes in right at 8 1/4 inches. We've got about a 3.5 inch blade on this. Nice textured G10. That is a good looking knife with some killer action. That is glassy smooth. I am impressed. I am impressed. That's a $32 knife. It's worth the knife alone, if I'm being completely honest. And that has a killer edge on there. We've got nice access to the lock bar. No jimping on the lock bar, but we do have a good amount of scalloping here. So it is super easy to get to that lock bar. And look at that action. Come on. And you saw I didn't do any adjustments on that pivot. I tightened it down until it was centered, and that's it. I didn't have to back off of it at all. No detent lash. So that is awesome. I think this would be great for kids to do with your kid. Now they have some kits that are unsharpened that you could, supervise while your child put it together. Or you could do one of these sharpened ones with your child as a first pocket knife. If you have a kid that's interested maybe in how things are put together, a little future engineer, this would be perfect for them. And it's also a great opportunity to spend some time with your child, put your phone down, and actually do something with them and take that opportunity to teach them about knife safety and, just the general workings of a knife, and just get that child excited about actually building something for themselves. And then when you're done, you've got a heck of a knife here. Listen to that. Pow. So look, I'm impressed. The action on this knife is outstanding, much better than a lot of knives that I've had. Look at that. Look at that. Come on. That is glassy. And I'm not just BSing you guys. You can see it for yourself. Wow. I am really impressed, Jen. Outstanding job. I really appreciate you guys for sending this to me to check out. They've got some other ones. They've got one that has bone handles on it, that has bone scales. I would love to check that one out because that one looks super cool. I can recommend these without hesitation. It is super fun. Great opportunity to introduce somebody to knives and how they work. And look, for a $33 knife, that's one of the best $33 knives I've ever had. So there you go, boys and girls. That is a Jen Build Your Knife Kit. I really enjoyed doing that. I'm looking forward to doing some more. I'd really like to do the one with those little bone covers on it. As always, I appreciate you for watching. Give me a thumbs up. Drop me a comment down in the comment section. Let me know if you've done any of these Jen knife kits. Let me know what you think about this one. Like I said, I will link it below as well as some of the others for you to go and pick one up if you want to pick it up. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Just click my logo right over there. Don't forget about the Just the Tip live stream tonight here on my channel, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. East with Andy Armstrong of ROSECRAFT Blades. That's it for this episode of Tim's School of Fish. Boys and girls, class dismissed.